Right. Tree.
Tree.
Trees. Get the trees.
You know, we thought tree puzzles.
Oh god, tree puzzles. Looking forward to that again. Whoopity-doo.
Hiya!
Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. My name's SkiniMini.
And I'm Inferno.
Last episode, we started the game. Turns out Professor had a letter that was sent for the future from Luke, apparently, aka Yuri Lowenthal. And then we went to see, apparently last week happened, was the Prime Minister Hawks he disappeared along with Dr. Stungun, something like that.
I don't remember how it's pronounced.
So he obviously may be the bad guy. So we're trying to find this clock shop. So we got all the hint coins here, so let's just get on out. Whoop. Oh, it's you! Hey, what's up?
Stasha Frasha.
Did you voice him or me? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh, okay. Can't say I've ever seen you two whippersnappers before. Are you sure about that? I feel like we've met before. Oh, no. You must be thinking of someone else. But enough about that. I've got some juicy information you two might want to hear.
Oh, if you were going to tell us about hint coins, there's no need to continue. The nice woman back there already gave us a full explanation. We destroyed her car.
What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever get to chat. How could someone else give my speech? So I guess what you're saying is that we have met before. I'm certainly not feeling too hot. I better head home. Be seeing you fellows around. Oh, okay, bye.
And he blows.
He straight up said, "Meow." Okay, two. Determined. Where's this last hidden coin? Come on, it was in here. There's one right there. Oh, puzzle.
Uh-oh.
Where do you suppose these stairs go to, Professor?
I'd say they probably lead to a more residential area.
Ooh.
Say, Luke, all the talk about...
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. All the talk about stairs.
Has reminded me of a puzzle. God.
The pavement reminds me of a puzzle.
Breathing reminds me of a puzzle.
Say, Luke, all the talk of stairs has reminded me of a puzzle. Care to hear it?
Oh, did it really, Professor? How convenient. Would I ever?
Would you? Would
I?
you?
Would you? Would I? Would you? Would I what? Like a lollipop? Would I? Rada. Yes, I would. Thank you. I love that show.
Lollipop.
Would I?
It never ends.
I love that show. Okay.
So good.
Two men are moving boxes from the first floor to the third. The larger man can carry 2 boxes at a time, and it takes him 1 minute to get to the third floor. The smaller man can carry only 1 box at a time, but it takes him just 30 seconds to make it to the third floor. For both men, the return trip to the first floor is the same as the trip up. If there are 7 boxes in total, how many minutes would it take for the men to get all the boxes to the third floor? Oh, okay. Oh, yay, writing!
Yay.
Dragon's favorite part.
Stop!
Okay.
It's best to use the memo. You can
Yeah.
calculate it, but it's easier to just visualize.
Okay.
Especially now that you have more colors.
Yay! So, homeboy, the smaller guy, takes 30 seconds to get up to the third floor. So, it's 30. Okay, and then it takes him 1 minute to get to the third floor. I'm gonna have you be blue. So 1 minute I forgot to put the time thingies. Okay.
Also, keep in check that how many boxes they're carrying.
Oh. Okay, he's carrying 2 boxes. And he's carrying 3. Excuse me, 1. Dang it!
The only small person who can hold 3 boxes is me.
Oh god. Okay, so. So if they each go at the same time, that's 1:30. Okay. And then if they, well, how much time does it take if he, oh, he can't, oh, the small man can only carry 1 box. Okay. So if they both carry up the 3rd floor, that's 1:30. And then
Well, if they're going at the same time, the one man would be up 2 floors in a minute, while the big guy would only be up 1 floor in a minute.
the big guy would only get to a minute for 1 floor?
Like he would get to from floor 1 to floor 2 in 1 minute. It takes him a full minute to get up that.
Oh. Huh.
And
okay.
the smaller guy is moving a lot faster, but he is holding only 1 box. So try sending your thinking from there.
Okay. Let's see. So 1:30 and then another 30 seconds he takes another one up. So that's already 2 minutes. So that would be 1, 2, 3. That'd be 4. So they would just need to take 3.
Remember, they're going at the same time.
Right. So let's see. So we're going to, if it will take a smaller dude to go upstairs with 1 box, and the big dude can make it upstairs with 2 boxes in a minute, so that would leave the other 3. So that would probably another... That'd be another minute. Right? For a total of let's see, 1:30 and then 30 seconds for him, and then a minute. So yeah, wouldn't it be 3 minutes?
Well, let's try it.
Okay. Input answer. 3. Do I have to put 0 or anything?
No.
Okay, good. Please be right.
Here's my answer.
Yes!
Woo!
Phew,
Painting.
that's a relief.
Yay! It would take 3 minutes to get all the puzzles, so this puzzle is a lot easier with a diagram. Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for the huge memo, though. Like, I mean that sincerely, not out of spite. Yeah, 1,
But yeah,
2...
you can see that, like, they're doing it at the same time.
Right. That's what I was thinking they were going individually, but like, no, that makes sense to do it at a time. Okay, sweet.
Time efficient.
Yay!
Exemplary thinking, Luke. Now let's get back to work.
Oh yeah, looking for stuff? Sure.
Making our way downtown.
Walking fast. Looking for
Faces
these.
flash.
Oh, I'm guessing there's no hint coins here.
There might not be, honestly.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, well.
Got to get
You know,
these.
the dialogue boxes of, like, are pretty funny. Like, click on that gate again. On the right. Don't touch that, or you'll get your hands all dirty. They just have, like, fun little dialogue.
It's pretty obvious that this is the clock shop.
No, it's just a clock.
This area is quite dank.
Dang.
Heck yeah, it is, Layton. I'm missing one more. Where is it? In the water? Oh, well, never mind. This must be the place, Professor.
Ah, finally.
I'll get the door. Oh. Huh?
What seemed to be the matter, Luke?
The door's locked. Now how are we supposed to get in?
Let me have a look. Of course. It seems we need to solve a puzzle on this door to gain entrance.
Huh? What?
Puzzles.
The timepiece. We're at 20. Oh, it gets getting harder. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice from inside calls out, "Press the panel with the timepiece." What panel do you press? Remember, you can only press one.
Find the computer room!
Yeah, find the computer room! Find a timepiece?
Yeah, a timepiece.
But it's a whole clock.
Well, we don't have to worry about that just on the panels. We just have to find a timepiece on the panels.
Timepiece. Okay, what has to do with time? Clocks, numbers, triangles.
What, triangles?
I don't know. Oh, what are those things called? The sand in them. The hourglasses.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that on here? Hold on, let me look.
Well, I mean, you tell me.
There's triangles and squiggly lines and crisscrosses and hearts. Oh. I found it. That's kind of cool.
I found it.
Did it. This.
What a lovely.
Ah.
Okay, just click on that
Oh,
one.
there we go.
I like how the thing is like, only press one.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I pressed one. Painting. If you look closely, you'll see an hourglass on the correct panel. Now look, the door is opening. Yeah.
Yay.
That did the trick. Oh. What the hell?
Huh? Look, over there.
What's this?
Oh, okay.
Oh, gracious. Customers. We haven't had any of those in ages. Welcome.
Good day to you, madam. You'll have to excuse us, but we're not actually here to shop. You see, I've received a letter the other day pointing me here.
Tee-hoo. A letter, you say? Let me have a look at it, dearie. Yes. There's no mistake here. Whoever sent you this wanted you to visit our little shop.
So you don't know the person who sent out this letter?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do, but I do know who you are, Professor Layton.
Oh, really? And how do you know the professor?
Tee-hoo. Well, it's not hard to know a man who's the It's hard not to know a man who's in the paper so often. And I do love my morning paper. I read it front to back every day. So of course I know the professor.
Did you hear that, Professor? For the proof that you're famous throughout all of London. Even all the way out here.
Hey now, what do you mean all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in sardine tin flats doesn't mean we're not centrally located. Still, it is quite a surprise to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. I'm going to need some proof before I believe you're not just some celebrity impersonator.
Oh, okay. Needling needles. Ew. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble to see these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out of this jam, dearie? There are 2 threads, A, B. How many needles does thread A pass through? Oh boy. Okay. Alright, here we go. Actually, let's do blue.
It's the memo.
It's a memo time. Yes. Okay, A. So 1.
Wouldn't it be easier to just trace it?
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10.
Cool.
10. 1, 0. Yay!
That should do the trick.
Yay!
Just as I suspected.
He had the pop
Lame.
filter on.
I was wondering when that. Boom.
Oh,
I know that sound anywhere. Oh yeah! Yay!
I did that with my BT highs.
Well, I, for one, am thoroughly convinced you certainly do live up to your reputation. Of course he does. Yes, well, about that letter. I can't say that I've seen it before, but my husband might know something about it. He's out right now, but he should be back any minute. Why not look around the shop while you wait?
Sure. Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, well, oops.
Wow, can you believe this clock?
It certainly is impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work.
Well, there's no shortage of ways to tell the time here.
Oh, you just reminded me of a splendid puzzle, Luke.
Dang it, Professor!
You did, not me.
God. This analog clock fell off the wall and hit the floor so hard that all of the numbers popped off. What a mess. The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground, but even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell. What time of the clock? What time is the clock showing? Don't worry about AM or PM. Okay. I can tell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of hard. Because it's like, I don't know which one starts at 12.
No, you don't need to.
I don't need to?
Yeah,
oh, wait
you don't
a
need
minute.
to.
Well, couldn't it be like anything? Couldn't it be like 3:45? Or 3, 4.
Well,
wait a minute.
you see that little line there? The
Yeah.
numbers are placed, right?
So,
So you know that this isn't gonna just be suddenly like at like 3:02.
oh, that is true. Okay. So
No
it's
popping off at
definitely an
3:02.
o'clock. Then, so I think this is probably. Oh, you know what? I think it's 6 o'clock.
What's
'Cause
that?
I'm tilting my head, and I think because a lot of the lines and stuff are going down like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it starts up here. This may be the 12. You can't say my mouse. Hold on, my mouse is right here. I think this is 12, and it's a 6.
Well, let's try it then.
Because it's the only thing. Because I thought it was 3:45, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Input answer.
Fun fact: you can actually tell the time with only just the big hand.
Oh really?
Yeah. When you look at analog, well, hit submit first before I say this. See if we're right.
Here's
Okay.
my answer.
Yay! Plane.
Woo!
That's a relief.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So here's a fun thing about like the minute hand. The minute hand, wherever the minute hand is, the small hand, the hour hand, will move slightly. So if it's say like 6:30, the big hand won't actually be meeting where the small hand is. It would actually be the big hand would actually the hour hand would be in the middle of 6 and 7.
Oh right.
Um,
Right. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
And
you're
so
right.
it's like, if you were only given, like, the hour hand, you actually could probably tell what time it is if you had just that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Because if it was 3:45, it wouldn't be on 3. It'd be in between 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ah, man. We are spoiled by digitalness.
Huh. Yeah, showed what you know. I have a pocket watch. I actually have 2.
I should
They're
get
all
one of
anime.
those.
You know, I've never seen a clock so big up close. It's a real shame it seems to be broken.
I was gonna make a joke about them seeing Big Ben,
Ben!
but technically, that hasn't actually been like they didn't really see it up close. They were kind of inside it.
Oh, well. Pfft. Hint coin, hint coin, hint coin. Has to be here
Give
somewhere.
me money.
Give me money! That's what I want. Oh, come on. Come on, there has to be... Okay, well, I guess not.
She's like giggling as we try to look for money.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to look at.
I'm not sure if going back will trigger something, but I think it. I'm not sure if there's like another area in this.
Oh,
yeah,
we go.
there is.
Yeah.
Clocks, clocks. Gaga.
Tick-tock.
I've never seen such a wide variety of clocks in one place.
Yes, and they're all extremely well made. Whoever built them must be tremendously talented.
Really? How can you tell that just by looking at them?
I'm an archaeologist. One gains an eye for these things with age, my. You know, I have a superb puzzle about clock that seemed particularly appropriate.
Appropriate, I guess. I mean, that's what that means, but,
It's a word. Care to try it?
sure.
You bet I would, Professor.
I forgot he's an archaeologist.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I'm like, bro, you act like a detective so much, it's like, where do you do your archaeology anyway?
Archaeology.
Here's a numberless clock that some prankster has rotated an unknown amount. The clock's still running normally, though, and each colored circle on its face represents an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell what time it is. Write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but you should know. But your answer should be in the form of X o'clock. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oh crap, it could be anything. Okay, okay. You mentioned in the other puzzle, like if they're on top of each other, one would be, in between.
Yeah, so these numbers are overlapping,
Mm-hmm.
and read that last line.
This one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's AM or PM, but your answer should be in the form of XX o'clock. So it's
Something o'clock.
something o'clock. Oh, wait a minute. There's only 1 hour that could be. Because there's no other numbers that kind of
Overlap.
overlap. Thank you. And that's 12. 12 o'clock. My god.
Let's try it.
La 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 la. 12.
Here's my answer.
Funny he says it doesn't matter if it's AM or PM.
Because you don't need to. On an analog, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right. Nicely done. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, come on, click. Yay! So far, so good.
Spot on, Luke. Good work. Good work to you too, Danny.
Thank you. We make a great team.
Woo!
Posters. Or whatever. Huh? I know. I just want to freaking... Oh, yes! Yes!
Money!
Yes! Money! Alright, oh, he's back.
Oh, I think I just heard the door. Someone's here. That must be my husband.
Oh, God. The mustache and the beard.
He has so much hair. that there's
lot.
barely any face.
You can voice it if you want.
Okay. Wait till you see the little gem I picked up today. Oh my! Customers.
Welcome back, dear. This here is Professor Layton. He tells me he has some business with the shop.
Layton? You're Professor Layton? My apologies. I wasn't expecting you so soon. No apology necessary, my good man. Oh, and allow me to introduce my...
Apprentice. I'm the professor's apprentice, Luke. Nice to meet you, sir.
Luke, you say? What I mean to say is, those are some fine manners. Nice to meet you two, lad. The name's Cog. Tell me, Cog, you seemed a bit flustered by our arrival. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no. It's no imposition at all. It's just that I had instructions to show you our biggest clock in action upon your arrival. It certainly is quite a beauty. Pity it's not working. Yes, I plan to give her a tune-up before you stop by so you could hear her all in her glory. Now that I'm getting on in age. Getting on in age.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a phrase. Okay. I'm having trouble remembering to keep the old gal in good repair. To be honest, I can't recall where the last gear goes, and without it, I can't start up the clock for you. Ah, well, it certainly makes sense why our arrival might have taken you off guard. Tell me, the papers say you're a learned man. Surely you can figure out where the gear goes, right? Yes? Me? Well, I'd like to help, but I'm not a mechanical engineer. You see... Oh, at least give it a try. Don't you want to see our biggest clock in its full working splendor? I certainly do. Very well. I'll give it a shot.
Sorry.
You played Big Ben at some point. I'm not sure if that happens after this game or before, but come on, Layton. You can do it.
Cogs down. Oh no! Your task is to make the top and bottom cogs turn clockwise, as shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted? A, B, or C?
It's a button, so memo.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Also, the memo's the best for this one, for these type of puzzles.
Okay, so we have this one going this way. And it's turning this one this way. Let me make sure I do that. And then, let's see. So if this one's going this way, this one's going this way. And then, if this one's going this way, this one's going this way. If that one's going this way, this one's going that way. Ugh. And then this is going this way.
It's not touching that big one.
No, it's connected to this one.
Yeah, it's connected to only that one.
But isn't this one touching this?
Yes.
So these two are touching, so this would connect. But
Yes.
it needs to go this way.
Yeah, and you can see a
So-
fundamental problem, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so let's try B. So this is going this way. No. And then, oh crap, I should have, crap, okay. That way, this one's going this way. And then this is going that way. This is turning this way. Which makes this go this way. Turning this way. Wait. Nope, that's the other way. Oh, it goes this way. Oh god. And then that way. And then that way. Okay, so that one works. Well, that one
You
works.
gonna
I
test
shouldn't.
out-
Huh?
You want to test out C, or are you just gonna go for B?
It's just to go for B. It's if one works, then there's no point in trying to do the other one.
Well, Let's try it.
That should
Let's
do
do
the
it.
trick.
Yes! Layton.
Just as I suspected.
Meow.
Yay! If there's an odd number of cogs between the top and bottom cogs, then those two cogs will move in the same direction. However, if there's an even number of cogs between the top and bottom, they will move in up. I just did it by visually, so you know.
Well, we're doing it visually. I don't. It's an interesting fact, but
We're
no.
good.
That did the trick. You stay right here. I'll go start her up. Here goes.
Wow!
Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh? What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
Oh no, where are we?
Did we just effing time
Or-
travel?
When are we now? And now everyone will hate me.
Oh god. Oh god.
I had to say it before anyone else said it because I'm not gonna look at the comment to see that ever again.
Oh god. Okay. Alright. Let's just continue.
This is the future.
Hey, the door just slammed behind us, and now it's locked. Well, that's not very polite.
It does appear that we've been shut out.
And why does everything look just as different out here than it was just a few moments ago?
I honestly don't know. But seeing as we can't get into the clock shop right now, why don't we take a look around the area?
Oh, London warped. When Professor Layton and Luke emerged from the clock shop, the streets of London suddenly looked quite different. What could explain this baffling turn of events? I swear to God, if it's another town full of robots, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's not.
Okay, thank God.
Just gonna assure you that it's not.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, that'll definitely do it for this episode there, y'all. Holy crap. Ugh.
Whoa, we're in the future.
What? We're in the future. My brain. Anyway. But yeah, that'll definitely do it for this episode. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, we do.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye-o.